Hello everyone. Today I will talk about ICHQ12 Product Lifecycle Management, focusing on categorization of post-approval CMC changes in this video. In this video, I will talk about regulatory mechanism, regulatory system, regulatory categorization, variation categorization, and harmonization of categorization. Regulatory mechanism. A good regulatory mechanism helps to timely manage and efficient introduction of CMC changes. A, a good regulatory mechanism works between marketing authorization holder and regulatory authority to manage the commercial phase of CMC changes. A good mechanism helps marketing authorization holder and regulatory authority to carry out changes related communication, risk-based categorization, and use of regulatory resource. A well-characterized risk-based categorization. CMC changes vary from low to high potential risk with respect to product quality, safety, and efficacy. A regulatory communication category supporting information and documentation requirement and associated time frame for evaluation are commensurate with the potential risk. A regulatory inspection may require depends on the potential risk to the product from these changes. Regulatory system. Regulatory system should incorporate risk-based process such as prior approval from authority, notification to authority, recording CMC changes managed by the site pharmaceutical quality management system. This does not require notification. With this type of risk-based changes, regulatory authority expect associated information from marketing authorization holder and then authority decide the time frame for the decision. Regulatory categorization. Prior approval. Its potential high-risk changes to product requires the prior approval. Changes are considered to have sufficient risk as a high risk. These changes require regulatory authority to review and approval prior to implementation of these changes. These changes are require suitably detailed regulatory submission by the marketing authorization holder. Notification. Moderate to low risk changes to product required notification to authority. Moderate to low risk changes are not require prior approval and require less information to support these changes. These changes are communicated to the regulatory authority as a formal notification that take place within a defined period of time before or after implementation, according to the regional requirement. A mechanism for immediate notification is useful when prior approval is not required, but timely awareness of the changes by the regulator is considered necessary. Changes within PQS. The changes that are not required to be reported to regulators are only managed and documented within the site pharmaceutical quality management system. But these changes may be verified during the routine inspection by the authority. Variation categorization. Variation categorization table shows the risk level of changes and related region-specific approach. High-risk category changes required prior approval before implementation of changes. Moderate risk category change required notification to regulatory authority before implementation and may require to wait for regulatory authority response before the implementation of these changes, such as Type 1B and CBE 30 changes. Low risk category changes only required notification to regulatory authority. These changes can be notified after implementation, such as Type 1A or in annual report. All changes should be categorized by risk approach and appropriately communicate with regulatory authority. Harmonization of categorization. Harmonization towards a system of risk-based categorization of post-approval changes is encouraged as an important step towards achieving the objective of the ICHQ12. This system provides flexibility in regulatory approach and also support additional regulatory opportunities. Facilitating the use of tools and enablers are providing a range of request and notification categories available as a target for a lowering of regulatory submission requirement. Detail of each tool and enablers will cover in next few videos. The use of lower category for request or notification if certain criteria are met and the relevant supporting documentation is provided as described in regional regulatory guidance. The need for regulatory inspection associated with the changes may preclude the ability to use a lower category. Thank you for watching.